What is good, YouTube? Dinno here, back with another video. And before the video starts, I just want to say that at the time that this video is getting posted, I'm actually on vacation. So if the timing or the video itself is a little bit scuffed, that's your reason. So let's get right into it. Alright, today we got this bad boy, the Royal Kludge from Rk. Now, this keyboard is pretty well known throughout the keyboard community, and it's a really good starting out board along with the Gk61. And like the Gk61, it has other sizes, and I went with the white version, as you can see, with Cherry MX Blues, mostly because it's the cheapest, but we don't talk about that. And on the box, it's actually really nice and minimalistic box. It just has the Royal Kludge. It's like a keyboard looking thingy with the name and the brand, and then up here it tells you that it's the Rk61, that it has blue switches, it's white, the layout, and that it is RGB because RGB gamer awesome. So if we plug it in, we can actually see that the RGB is very nice, and there is a user manual in here along with switch puller, extra switches, and a coiled, or not coiled, just a regular USB-C cable. And so where does it tell you about the RGB? Let's see. Switch backlight mode, function, and this thing. Oh, I like this. This is how you make everyone crazy. So it does not have any sort of feet looking things, and it is hot swappable, like I said. I'll just use the little tool that it came with because I don't really have one on hand. Oh my gosh, this is not a good tool, guys. Do not use this. For goodness sake, please get a better one. This one is really bad. So I can actually, oh, it has really nice hot swap. Like, this hot swap is really nice. And it has 5-pin hot swap and north facing LED, so that is a problem with cherry profile keycaps, but it's really not that big of a deal in my opinion. But yeah, so let's get into the actual build. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is take off the switches and the keycaps and open up the keyboard to check out what we're working with. Alright, so we have the switches and the keycaps off of the board, and now we just need to open it up. Okay, so I have these 4 screws out of the board now, so I'll put them up here, and I guess I just, oh, there we go. So yeah, it is super empty in here, so we can definitely add some foam to fix that. Alright, so I have this big thick sheet of Noiko foam, and I'm going to cut it out and put it inside of this case to dampen the noise a bit and reduce the reverb. Okay, so I know it's not pretty, but it's loaded up with foam now. And the next step is going to be tape modding the PCB. Okay, so now I have tape modded the PCB, foam modded the case, and now I am going to PE foam mod the plate. So let's go do that. So all the PE foam mod really is just sticking a layer of this PE foam into the keyboard, and it will give it a more poppy sound signature, which I really enjoy and like. So now that I have it cut to the shape of the keyboard plate, I now need to cut some holes for the stabilizers, or else they will have a like foam mushy sound. So let's go do that real quick. Okay, so now we have the foam inside the case, the painter's tape on the back of the PCB, and the PE foam between the plate and the PCB. So now all we have to do is put the board back together. Okay, so I know this sounds like a really stupid idea, but I mean, my dumb idiotic self, I think it's a good idea. I'm gonna go screwless. Yeah, because this keyboard holds together really well, actually. Like, I can flip it over and the stuff doesn't fall out. So I think I'm just going to keep it like this with no screws, and let's do the stabilizers. Alright, so the stabilizers actually have a really decent amount of factory lube on them right now, so I need to clean that off. All you're really going to do is stick the wire on something that has a flat surface, like a phone or a phone case, or I guess the screen probably would work better. And all you're going to do is you're just going to tap the side, and if it rattles, you need to bend the side to make it straight. Okay, so we're pretty much done with that. Okay, so we've clipped all of these stems, and I've felt them, they're actually lubed enough, and I'm not going to waste my precious Krytox on them because they don't really need it. But these wires definitely need help, so I'm going to drown them in Krytox because that's just how we roll. So I have my Krytox from Prevail Kiko, and I'll pair those two. So we'll start with this wire. We're going to drown it in Krytox. Okay, there we go. My hands are all white and sticky, but we did it. No more lubing. Oh my gosh. Go away, lube and lube brush. Next step is going to be the Band-Aid mod. So I'll be right back with that. Alright, so basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to cut a piece of Band-Aid and put it onto the plate to reduce the stabilizer movement. Okay, now we put the plate back on top, and we can stick these stabilizers back in. So we are good on that end. Now time to add the rest of the switches. to the board. So as you can see, I went with the Texie Ruby switches. These are lubed with Krytox 205 grade 0 and filmed with Desk Keys switch films. This is my first time using them, so I have very high expectations for these. And they are on Amazon, so they have really good shipping, which is a huge plus. And they're on the cheaper side. I think they're like 30 bucks for 60 of them. These are linears, along with Texie's carrot switches, which are very nice, and the diamond ones, which just came out, which I do want to try eventually. They sound pretty good, along with their tactiles, which they have like the sapphires, they have the purple pandas, and they just came out with the ice creams, which sound really nice, and I really want to try them out soon. But I already have a couple videos that are gonna come out before then, if I do get my hands on them. Alright, so now that we have all of the switches in, the last thing we need are the keycaps. I got these super dope sushi keycap clones. I mean, I know they're clones, but I just love sushi keycaps, and I can't really pay $100 to buy an actual set. So this is what we have for now. So first, let's clean up the area. By clean up, I mean just shoving everything to the right side of my desk. So now we can put on all of the keycaps. Oh my gosh, it sounds thock. Oh, it sounds so thocky. Oh my gosh, dude. This is gonna be like a thock beast between the ruby switches and the tape mod and everything. Oh, it has so good flex. I need to show you this. Okay, let me... And that flex is gonna be courtesy of the no screws finished board, though. Like, it's so nice. I really love how the sushi keycaps look. Like, I think they're beautiful, because I've always wanted sushi keycaps, but I didn't want to pay that, like, what are they, $90, $100 for the sushi keycaps, and these clones are super nice. I really like them. So, I guess time for a sound test. Alright, so what are my opinions on the final build? Well, I really like how it turned out for a sub $200 build, but I definitely think that there's better out there. I know the case is only 50 bucks, but I really don't think it's worth it. I would just save a bit more and get a KBD 67 Lite or an NK65 Entry Edition. And for the switches, I really think that they're a good budget linear option, and I'll have a review on them coming out in the near future. But possibly my favorite part of the build is the keycaps. I just love how the sushi colorway looks on the white case. I know that it's a clone, but it's a really high quality clone, and the print is nice and the colors are vibrant. I really like the sushi colorway, and I think it fits this board really well. But that's all for now, guys. Peace out.